Hey, it's Molly from Bump Bath and Beyond, and today's video is a pregnancy yoga practice designed for the end of a long day. We're going to start in any comfortable seated position today, so please feel free to use any props you might want to, blankets, bolsters, cushions. Especially for now, we're going to be in seated for a while. Anything that you can do to raise the hips up slightly, keep yourself nice and comfortable, please do. Closing the eyes here, bringing the awareness down to the sit bones, the bones that touch the surface, lightly pressing into the surface with those sit bones, bringing the spine up into length, drawing the shoulders down, the shoulder blades down, lifting right through the crown of the head, tuning into your breath, your body, your baby. Just going to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and let them out through the mouth. Taking that deep breath in. As you exhale, find some space. Lower those shoulders, relaxing the facial muscles. Just tuning in to the body, how you're feeling, what kind of day you've had today. You can keep the eyes closed. We're just going to start by taking the body from side to side slightly. Just bringing a little bit of movement into the hips and the pelvis. Again, if it feels good, you can take that a little bit further to one side. Use the other hand on the knee to deepen that stretch slightly. Just be mindful of how it feels across the abdominals. And then finding some stillness there. Similar to what we were just doing with the rocking, but we're going to lead with one of the hips. And we're just going to focus on these semicircles through the pelvis to begin with. So looking at the front part of the body here. Just taking the hip from one side to the other. Rolling around here. Again, if you can find a little bit of extra space out to one side, please do. Back down through the center, over to the other side. Observing that stretch through the lower back, through the pelvis. Keep breathing, keep moving. And then again, finding a little bit of stillness here. We're going to inhale to take both those arms up above the head. Exhale, reaching the arms behind you, opening out the chest and shoulders. Trying to keep as much of a neutral spine there as we possibly can. Just opening out the chest. If it feels comfortable, you could lift the chin here, raise the gaze. Just choosing whichever variation is right for you and your body, and your baby. Last breath. Inhale, reaching up and open. This time as we exhale, hinging forward at the hips, so connect to the core here. You can choose to lower the fingertips before the torso comes down if you like to. That feels good. If you feel comfortable here, squeeze the core. Bring those fingertips down towards the earth. Just sink the torso down. Think about trying to draw the glutes further back. If the glutes want to come off the ground here and you're not using any support underneath, then please bring a bolster, a block, or a cushion, blanket, something just to let them sit on so you can deepen that stretch. Tuck the chin right in towards the chest and nice and slowly Bring yourself back up to seated. Head and shoulders being the last to come up, rolling through those shoulders. Lovely. And we're just going to take those shoulder rolls a little bit bigger by bringing the hands onto the shoulders and actually leading with the elbows. So thinking of that range of movement, how far forwards can you bring the elbows? How high up and how far back? Again, you can close the eyes here. Keep it moving nice and slowly. Keep that connection to your breath, your baby and your body. And then changing the direction of the circles. And then relaxing those arms down. Roll through those wrists and flick through those fingers. We're going to come into your head to knee pose, modified version here. So you might want to keep the blanket or block underneath the glutes. You might want to get rid of it. Just see how it feels when you get there. So we're going to start with the sole of the foot on the inner thigh. Now traditionally we practice this pose coming down over that extended leg. This will just depend on how big baby is at this point. You might still be able to do that, or you might choose to use this space between the knee and the foot here. Just tuning in, doing whatever is right, whatever works for you and your baby. So whichever way we're going, squaring the hips to face that direction, because we're thinking about really getting a nice hip hinge here. Rather than coming down and curling the spine and getting the head onto the knee, we want to keep that spine nice and straight. So inhale, lifting up through the pelvis, gaze up towards those fingertips. Exhale, hinging forward. So keep that reach, keep that spine nice and neutral. Keep that reach if you're going down over the feet, over the leg, holding onto the leg, the foot, the ankle somewhere. If we're coming down over this space, we could try and come onto the forearms. You could actually use some support here as well, just to get a little bit of a deeper stretch there. Keep breathing. And then even if you are using that support here, we're going to hold on to that extended leg somewhere. And then with the opposite hand, opening out, reaching up towards the sky, gaze up towards those fingertips. Breathing into that side body. You could even take that stretch slightly further down if that feels good. Don't take it too far, just listen. Listen to what your body is telling you. Taking a deep breath in here. And as we exhale, we're going to bring these fingertips down towards the earth. Coming onto the forearm. Reaching that arm right the way over. And then again, stretching out the side body, but on the other side. Again, breathe again with this arm as well. Make sure it's not coming over the face. You want it nice and open over the ear instead. So we're lengthening through that whole side body, reaching those fingertips out. And now you're going to use this forearm. Slowly bring the body back up through seated. Soles of the feet are going to come together into Baddha Konasana, your butterfly pose. And just for a moment here, work the knees down towards the earth, so deepening that stretch through the groin, those adductors there. Finding a bit of extra space. And then finding stillness. And we're going to swap legs. So taking the opposite foot to the inner thigh. Again, squaring those hips either over that extended leg or this middle space here. Inhaling to reach, lifting up and up the pelvis, really connect to the core here at the same time. And as we exhale, hinging forwards, finding that comfortable position with the length still in the spine. If we're going down over the leg, remember, keep that gaze over the toes. You can use the exhale to try and sink a little bit deeper into that. And then with the opposite arm, reaching, so we're really turning to open the side body to feel that nice stretch through the hip on this side. As we inhale, gazing up towards the fingertips. You could try and deepen that stretch in the exhale, torso closer to the leg. Inhale, lift, exhale. Again, breathing in, opening out the side body. And then use that forearm. Bring the body back up. I'm going to come back through to that butterfly pose one more time. Stretching out through the groin there, keep lifting through the crown of the head. And then finding stillness, bringing those feet back into any comfortable seated position. We're just going to take the hips from side to side again, work the pelvis a little bit more. And then taking a few of those full pelvic circles here, so weight around the back body too. Drawing it around the front. And then changing direction. And then finding some stillness again here. Bring that length back in through the spine. Just going to finish with our 3 breaths as we inhale to reach.